Challenging God, a story based on the book of Habakkuk. A long time ago, in a troubled land called Judah, there lived a man named Habakkuk. He wasn't a king or a soldier. He wasn't rich or famous. Habakkuk was a prophet, someone chosen by God to speak his messages to the people. But Habakkuk was different from other prophets. Instead of speaking God's words to the people, he began by speaking his words to God. Habakkuk was upset, very upset. Every day, he looked around and saw things that broke his heart. There was violence in the streets. People were fighting, cheating, stealing, and hurting each other. Leaders were corrupt. The law was ignored. Justice was twisted. The innocent were being crushed while the guilty went free. Habakkuk couldn't take it anymore. So he cried out to God,
"Lord, how long must I call for help before you listen? Why do you let me see such evil? Why don't you do something? Where is your justice?"
There was silence for a moment. Then God answered,
"Habakkuk, I am doing something. Something you wouldn't believe, even if I told you. I am raising up the Chaldeans, a fierce and cruel nation. They will come and punish Judah. They will march across the land like a storm, conquering cities and bringing justice in my name."
Habakkuk was shocked.
Wait a minute, Lord. The Chaldeans? They are even worse than we are. They are violent, arrogant, and full of pride. How can you, a holy and good God, use such evil people to punish us? Isn't that unfair? Isn't that wrong?
Habakkuk was confused. He climbed up a watchtower like a guard waiting for news. He said,
Now I will wait for God to answer. I will stand my ground and listen carefully. I need to understand.
Then the Lord spoke again.
"Write down what I show you. Make it clear so that anyone who reads it can understand. The time will come when my words come true. It may seem slow, but wait for it. It will surely happen."
As Habakkuk listened, his heart began to change. He began to understand that God's timing is not the same as ours, that even when things look unfair or confusing, God is still in control. He may use strange tools, like the Chaldeans, but his purpose is always good. Habakkuk thought deeply, and then he prayed. His prayer was like a poem, a song, and a cry all at once. He remembered the past, when God saved his people from Egypt, split the Red Sea, and led them through the wilderness. He remembered how powerful God was, how the mountains trembled and the rivers obeyed him. He said,
Lord, I have heard of your fame. I stand in awe of your deeds. Repeat them in our time. In your wrath, remember mercy.
Habakkuk pictured God coming to rescue his people. He imagined God riding on the storm, his brightness like the sun, his power shaking the earth. He described how God crushed the enemy and saved his chosen ones. Habakkuk knew that hard times were coming. The Chaldeans would attack, crops would fail, fields would be empty. There would be hunger and sorrow. But still, he made a choice. In one of the most powerful and beautiful moments in the Bible, Habakkuk said,
Even if the fig tree does not bud, and there are no grapes on the vines, even if the olive crop fails and the fields produce no food, even if there are no sheep in the pen and no cattle in the stalls, yet I will rejoice in the Lord. I will be joyful in God my Savior.
He continued,
The Lord is my strength. He makes my feet like the feet of a deer. He enables me to walk on the heights.
The book of Habakkuk ends not with everything fixed, but with faith. It doesn't promise that life will always be easy, but it gives us hope that God is with us in the middle of the storm. So, like Habakkuk, we may begin our journey with questions and tears, but we can end it